All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Swamp. Uh-oh. Oh, where's the needle drop? Where's the needle drop? Here it is. Here it is.
Hey, this is all about fun. Put your hands together. Make some noise. You like it out there, don't you, Chris? I know you do, buddy. I know you do.
Now that's just good, wholesome fun right there. I tell you what. All right, everybody. Normally I'd say happy Friday, but it is not Friday. It is Veterans Day. And I, earlier tonight, went out to a Veterans Day dinner at my church. And I got to get your guys' opinion on this, because I went with the intention of walking away with a nomination for Best Dressed. And I think I nailed it. I think that, absolutely 100%. Looking slick, man. You can be jealous of that tie. Don't worry. It's all right. Everyone is. It used to belong to my grandfather, who passed away recently. And he was a veteran. I was not. Am not. Was not? Am not. But you know, I haven't had an occasion to wear that epic tie yet to any event of any kind. So I felt it felt right. Epic. Anyway, happy Veterans Day to any veterans out there. On to the show. Or what I generously call a show. Whatever it is that we do here. Honestly, I just want to go back and keep listening to the Bluegrass Band. That's some wholesome Americana right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's this is what we should be fighting for, you guys. This guy's standing right in front of the camera. What are you doing, brother? Thank you. I gotta be honest with you, I don't get the dancing, but I get the music. Did you see that banjo player back there? He is freaking... Look at this dude. Get out of the way. Thank you. Look at that guy. Just absolutely killing it up there. We got it. Bringing out the special tools. Enhance. Check him out, dude. That guy is out there killing it. Yeah. Grandpa Jones out there laying it down. This stream is off to a weird start. I guess because it's a Saturday and not a Friday. All right, let's actually get to the show. Let's start with the story of the year, ladies and gentlemen. China grows first ever fluorescent green chimera monkey using stem cells. No, that is not some crazy, bizarre Mad Lib. Though I do wish it was. New York Post, China grows first ever fluorescent green chimera monkey using stem cells. What is going on in this world? I honestly, at this point, I don't know what to tell you anymore. Somebody needs to get China under control. Did they not drop the ball enough with COVID? They're still doing this stuff. Telling you, there's going to be some new disease that comes from this, and they're going to say, how could we know that messing with the DNA of living creatures was going to result in some crazy thing? But don't worry, they have pictures, which I know is at the top of your list of things. If they're going to make such a claim, we got to see the pictures, right? I mean, so let's check out the story and we'll get to the pictures. Scientists in China have recorded the first ever live birth of a chimeric monkey using stem cells, with the baby simian sporting bright green eyes and fingertips, according to a new study. Researchers from the Chinese Academy of Sciences, I bet you they eat a lot of their test subjects, so I'm just going to throw that out there, published their findings in Cell Thursday. I guess Cell is a magazine, noting that the monkey was created from two genetically distinct embryos of some kind of monkey. Some kind of monkey. Also known as crab-eating macaques. As you can see, I'm not well versed in monkey. That is a very strange statement I just made. Anyway, the researchers have laced the test subjects with a fluorescent green protein to highlight which tissues had grown specifically from the stem cells gathered from 7-day-old embryos. The result was the baby monkey's fluorescent green eyes and fingertips. The scientists touted it as the world's first live birth of a primate chimera using stem cells. The monkey unfortunately lived for only 10 days before being euthanized. And then they ate it. I mean, obviously. But here you go. A monkey with some green eyes. He's got kind of a greenish hue to his skin as well. And there you go. There's the fingers. Green fingers. Now, again, with China's track record on literally anything ever, I don't care what it, just pick anything. With their track record on anything, just being China in general, I'm going to guess that this is not going to end super great for anybody. I could be crazy, but I'm not quite buying it. Zhen Liu, the senior author of the study, said the monkey's successful birth has great implications for stem cell research involving other primates, including humans. Great, but here you go. This will not end well, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna have to go on record now. You know, I'm always at the forefront of what's going on in pretty much everything. And you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. The Chinese making monkey chimeras is not going to end well, because I'm telling you, one of those guys is going to eat it. And then we're going to have COVID-20 or something else. Or the simian flu. This is it. This is the beginning of the Planet of the Apes. Some Chinese guy is going to eat this thing, and then we'll have the simian flu from Planet of the Apes. Wow. Who knew that was a prophetic story? Where are the people to chime in and say, Swamp, you're being racist. Chinese don't just eat anything. You sure about that, bro? Are you sure that's a hill you want to die on? In other news, specifically from the Detroit News, Michigan State, quote, deeply sorry, end quote, after Hitler image appears on video boards before game. I don't even... This story is so annoying. Really annoying. So, as we can see here... Let's full screen that. Full screen that bad boy. There we go. Michigan State deeply sorry after Hitler image appears on video boards before game. Now, this is how the news works. That's all it tells you, and most people are only ever going to read the headline. They want you to think that it's somehow like somebody put up a picture of Hitler, and they were like, "Hey, look, it's Hitler, isn't he awesome?" Which would be hilarious. Don't get me wrong. But do we really think that's what happened? It's like the Stop White Hate video that I did a few days ago. Racist signage, total racist things are happening. This hate-filled racist message, but they wait really long to tell you what it says because they want you to think it's some ridiculous thing. But of course, we have all these people acting as if, really, Swamp? You think that there's any context ever that showing a picture of Hitler is acceptable? Well, sure. Why not? I think there's very few instances where it wouldn't be acceptable. Mainly being if someone was, celebrating him and saying, "Look at what a great guy he was." But here we go. Let's dive into this story because it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Michigan State on Saturday night said it's deeply sorry after the university received backlash after an image of Adolf Hitler appeared on its video boards during a pregame trivia segment. So they didn't want to put that in the headline. The headline just says Michigan State deeply sorry after Hitler image appears on video boards before game. Again, making you think like, wow, did someone just put up a picture of Hitler? That's crazy. Trivia. Okay, so it's starting to come into a little bit more focus here. A photo of Hitler appeared on the big screens at Spartan Stadium as fans filed it. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So what they're saying is, here, where they have the picture. There we go. That's just funny, dude. Because they chose that picture of Hitler and everything. But the question, where was Hitler born? And it's a trivia thing that they put. It's like when you go to the movies and they have cinema trivia. Before the movie, who starred in so and so. It was just famous people and saying where were they born. And so one of the questions was Adolf Hitler, and of course the answer was Austria. And look how many people were at this game, man! And what a horrific event it was. But a lot of people are very, very like, this is disgusting. Let's not have trivia questions on Hitler, okay? Genuine question. What is the problem here? What is the problem? I don't know. So we just can't ever learn anything about Hitler ever? Is that what we're... I don't get it. Maybe somebody can explain this to me, but I'm not getting it. Deeply sorry. No. It says MSU is aware that inappropriate content by a third-party source was displayed on the video board prior to the start of tonight's football game. We are deeply sorry for the content that was displayed, as this is not representative of our institutional values. So knowing things like where Hitler was born, not the most important thing. At this university, having a general knowledge on things, not super important at MSU. So I hope if you were considering going there, make sure you're aware. They're teaching you things is not their priority. I honestly don't get this. I'm trying to find, there was... I didn't, I had a particular post pulled up where I was going to show all the comments on it because people are so stupid, but I guess I lost it somewhere. It's missing in action. But genuinely, I don't understand. And I don't think I'll ever get an answer for why this is the darkest day in the history of the world. Oh no! Swamp knows where Hitler was born! Dun dun dun! Grow up, you freaking morons. In non-Hitler related news, the GOP had another debate. God knows why. I mean, wait. Did anybody watch the GOP second debate? I didn't even know it was happening until it was about halfway over, and I didn't feel the need to go look at it. But there was a few clips that went viral. One of them was, well, I think several of them, most of the viral clips were of Vivek Ramaswamy, who has a really fun name to say, Ramaswamy. As I've said before, it reminds me of a dog that I had. The dog was named Rama, but then for fun, you call him Ramaswamy. Anyway, he said something to Nikki Haley that made her upset about she's Dick Cheney. Her and DeSantis are Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels. Which is just stupid because that's what these so-called debates are, is just who can get these little quips in that it's supposed to be like, owned them. Vivek destroys Nikki Haley, and stupid crap like that. I'm not even here to talk about that because all of that is stupid. What we need to discuss is Nikki Haley's response to this, because she didn't have a response during the debate, which is probably when you should have had your response. But she tweeted this afterwards. So Ramaswamy says, "You're Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels." And then it wasn't till later she finally came up with this absolute gem. Vivek, I wear heels. They're not for a fashion statement. They're for ammunition. What on God's green earth does that mean, Nikki? I have read this probably 100 times. What is the joke? I don't understand. I wear heels. They're not for a fashion statement. They're for ammunition. What does this mean? It's perplexing. It's become a splinter in my mind. Ever since I saw this, I haven't been able to get it out of my brain. What does it mean? Wait, is it like, is she making some kind of, like, does she have a hidden gun in her shoe? Like a James Bond thing? I mean, people were trying to say that, yeah, it's like the George Bush moment, but that doesn't make sense either. Which she's going to throw her shoe at Vivek? Like that, yeah, that reporter threw the shoe at Bush? What does this mean, Nikki? We need to have another interview just so we can ask her this question. Like, she needs to go on some news network and talk about this and break it down and explain the consultants and her aides that she, because she tweeted this later. So this was planned. It wasn't like this was spur of the moment. What are we doing? What are we doing? But of course, usually in this situation, you would think, well, I'll read through the comments and someone will explain it in the comments. Nope. You thought you cooked, but nobody knows what you're saying. This is retarded. Admit it, you thought you were so cool posting this strange comment that makes no sense. Congrats, you played yourself. What? Literally what? We need a ban on assault heels from the quartering. That's not bad. Your consultants told you that this was a good line, huh? Cringe. What the F does this even mean? See, so no one seems to understand what's going on here. What? Oh, here we go. Possible modifications. That's a good one. I'm going to like that. Like that post. So yeah, we got a good Pepe meme here. Is this type of retarded contagious? So no one, again, usually when something like this happens, you go to the comments. And of course, you'll have the pundits who are on the opposite side of this person making fun of them. But you'll have somebody explaining it. There'll be somebody somewhere in the comments trying to defend what this moron just said. That doesn't exist here. Nobody knows what she's talking about. No, Vivek, he was talking about both of them because the comment was about the 3-inch heels. He said there's 2 of them on stage. So he was talking about Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis, but it just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. All right, one more time. I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night for weeks, just in a cold sweat, going, what was she talking about? I wear heels. They're not for a fashion statement. They're for ammunition. What does this mean? Jeez. Nikki Haley is god awful, by the way. Before she was running, I didn't even know who she was. I mean, I knew the name, but yeah, who gives a crap about Nikki Haley? But everything that I've seen from her has made me go from mild indifference to just despising her. She is so annoying. And insane. And apparently doesn't know how to come up with one-liners. They're not for a fashion statement. They're for ammunition. This is going to haunt me. I'm telling you, for months. I'm going to be trying to figure this out. In other news, I don't even know how to set this up. I'm just going to play it. This feels like going back to my roots, the roots of this channel, which if you've been following me for a while, you know this is going to be bad. Brace yourselves.
My name is Asa. I am 6 years old, and I do drag.
Asa is a baby drag queen. He performs at drag shows as Lulu Lovely Twirls.
Lulu Lovely Twirls.
Lulu Lovely Twirls!
He started doing this 4, 5, now 6 years old. He is by far the youngest performer we've seen.
There's even adult performers that sometimes we can outperform.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is the next RuPaul. At first I was terrified. You never really know what people's reactions are gonna be.
Well, you may never really know what people's reactions are going to be, but I can tell you what they should be across the board. Parents in jail. Child taken by Child Protective Services, and we scour the hard drives, every computer in the house, every cell phone, all the digital stuff. You got to look through that. See if maybe they've had any contacts with, Epstein or, basically any major Democrat politician, since they're all basically satanic pedophiles. This is what? It was when this kind of stuff started happening, when it started becoming prominent in our country, where they made TV shows out of this. They put it in the news, and they make movies out of it now. Before that happened, I used to look at other countries who used to call America the Great Satan, and I would laugh at them and be like, I can't hear you over the sound of my freedom, you towel head. I mean, granted, I would still say that because it's hilarious, but I go, oh, now I get it. I see fair point, towel head, fair point. I mean, you're still nuts. I don't agree with you either, but we definitely have a little bit more in common than I have in common with these people. Anybody who says America is the Great Satan, we definitely have more in common than anybody who says it's a great thing to have, is 9 years old or whatever, 6 years old, whatever, a kid dress up as little lovely twirls or whatever, and dance with grown men on. I mean, yeah, I've got more in common with the guy saying death to America at that moment. It ain't right.
What do you think the biggest misconception of Asa and what he's doing is?
Well, I think there's a few. People who don't like what we believe can sometimes be violent. People want to cause harm to our family. Like,
Now, people say this all the time. They've been using this line for years. You know, like almost all Democrats use this, and especially LGBTQ and trans people. You know, they're literally trying to genocide us, man. I would love to see some citations here, first of all. Because someone showing up and just holding a sign is not threatening to you. You may not like it, but words are not violence, contrary to what you were taught in college. Second of all, if there is somebody who's threatening to murder your child, of course I condemn that person. I am definitely not standing shoulder to shoulder with that guy. All around, I need a little bit more explanation. That's all I'm saying.
legit harm.
We're getting death threats.
Horrible things being said.
That there was a child.
Oh, hey, look, it was Libs of TikTok, and they said horrible things being said. Okay, so this is Libs of TikTok. This is what Libs of TikTok posted when they just said horrible things were being said. Libs of TikTok, what did they say? It says, a child dressed in drag performs for a group of adults at a brewery in Nebraska. The horror. This is why I said citation is needed when you say that you're getting these death threats and all these things. I say this all the time on these types of things. They're going to show you the worst thing that they can find, because why wouldn't you? I mean, that's what you're here for. You're supposed to show something that's shocking, horrible. It's horrible. This is what they put on screen. Libs of TikTok posting the videos saying, and all it says, a child dressed in drag performs for a group of adults at a brewery in Nebraska. That just sounds like journalism. Isn't that what Vice is doing? Or isn't Vice telling us that there's a child performing for adults at breweries? Isn't that what their whole piece is about too? Let's see if they get any. Let's see if they show any other ones that get worse. If they could possibly get worse than this, telling the truth of things that are happening in the world.
That there was a child stripping.
And dancing provocatively.
Calling us groomers, pedophiles.
Child Protective Services.
So again, they're claiming death threats, but look at everything they just showed. This comment, so we have this is where tolerance leads a society. Fair critique. This says USA Pedo Nation. Fair critique. I love how you can obviously tell that's a Joker Pepe that guy's using as a profile picture. Hell yeah. And they said, well, the feds aren't going after any of Epstein's clients. Again, fair point. People applauding this degeneracy is disturbing. Again, have not seen anything threatening to you at all. Another one. Okay, people. Satan is winning right now. Where's Chris Hansen when you need him? Grooms, meant to say gross, but that's what happened. So, yeah. So those were the ones. That's what they showed. Now, I'm going to play this part one more time. And now that we've read all the comments, let's contrast that with what they're saying. So we've read the comments one more time. Let's hear what they say about it.
Threats.
Horrible things being said.
That there was a child stripping.
And dancing provocatively.
Calling us groomers, pedophiles.
Child Protective Services was called on us.
And then
well, that should happen.
Drag bill.
This is an activity that is exploiting children.
We had a child that would be directly affected by this law. Asa whispered in my ear, can I testify? I still wasn't sure where I was at with him performing drag.
Did you just hear what this guy just said? Do they really expect us to believe this? This is the classic, the meme making fun of these people. He just said Asa, his kid, whispered in my ear if he could testify. You're telling me your 6-year-old came to you and said, Father, I have been perusing the news and I have seen that there is now anti-drag legislation being brought to the floor in our local government. Please, Father, Papa, may I testify before this court? Get out of here, you absolute fruit. I'm sure that's what happened. I just absolutely 100% sure that's what happened.
At that point, I said, are you sure you want to speak?
It's like he was born to do this.
Wow, yeah. Because for some reason, these people believe that kids just do things, and the family is not really. This just happened. This is nature, man. The parents did not influence this at all, and if you think that they did, you are a bigot.
Lisa, can we put a little mic on you? Tell us, what are we about to see?
A tour of my room. I made this at somebody's birthday party. It's a popsicle. He's saying my name. I think 11. Her nickname is Jack Bear. And it looks like she has makeup on.
Okay. We don't need to continue watching this. I'll make it stop. There's a question that I've asked many times about things like this. Never received an answer. Never heard anyone give an answer. Say, for the sake of argument, your son is interested in these things and you had absolutely no influence on it at all. Nothing you did or didn't do, because neglect could also cause just as many problems. Say you've done nothing and this is how your kid is acting. Why then put them on a stage at a brewery in front of adults? You've made a leap between having an effeminate son to saying, well, son of a bitch, dress him up and put him on stage, damn it. How else are we going to pay for your college, son? That's right. Make sure you put the bills in your skirt or something. Where's the connection there? You would think that the parents would say, okay, fine. Or try to stop it. I mean, it depends on what kind of parenting I guess you're doing. But, okay, fine. I guarantee you the kid at 6 years old wasn't saying, Dad, I want to be on stage at a bar. You made that decision, parents. That was you. We have become the great Satan. It is true. Unfortunately. What a time to be alive. Is this the nation that our veterans fought for? I am skeptical. Skeptical. Moving on. Vancouver Art Gallery receives $39 million from the government. They now built an exhibit dedicated to demonizing white people. I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked. Here is a video of a young woman who actually went to this display, and it is something. Let me tell you, it is something.
Okay, so maybe you've seen this tweet about a new anti-white exhibit at the Vancouver Art Gallery. The exhibit is actually so much worse than this tweet, and I know because I went there. Predictably, it tells you to check your privilege. It puts a halo that says undeserving over your head. Stop talking, puts a mute button over your mouth. But then it gets downright schizophrenic. There's this exhibit display.
Hey. That's our word. You don't get to use the S word. We are schizos and proud of it. Stop it. Damn white people. Stealing our words. What are we talking about again? Okay, yeah.
Where it argues that because Roman and Greek sculptures had fluffy curly hair, they were not white. You are then afforded the opportunity to use the Aryan recognition tool and compare your facial measurements with the facial measurements of the leaders of the Third Reich.
Based.
This incomplete timeline of the circumstances that influence the emergence and evolution of white racial identity tells white people that their identity is all about slavery, the KKK, colonialism, etc. The last item on it is the January 6th insurrection. Anyway, go read the full thing on True North.
I should have pulled up the actual article. Maybe I'll do that now while I ramble about this for a second. I gotta believe, maybe since this is in Vancouver, this isn't gonna happen, but I gotta believe this, the whole, Aryan physiognomy check camera thing that sees how much you look like different members of the Third Reich, that has to backfire. I could picture teenagers going in there and being like, who'd you get? Dude, Goebbels, whoa! At least that's what I would do when I was a teenager. But maybe teenagers aren't rebellious anymore. I don't know. Something strange is going on. That's all I really know. Let's see if I can find this True North article. Here we go. Get out of here. An inside look. When you're the problem, we're the solution? I would like to point out, as we pause for a moment here, there was a large contingent of people who were upset that a picture of Adolf Hitler was used in a trivia game. They were upset about this. Like, it was just the worst possible thing ever. And this exists. I am confused about a lot of things. Oh, there's like, stop talking. Never share an uninvited opinion again. Well, you are out of luck, Vancouver Art Gallery, because that is literally all I do. That's what this channel is dedicated to. Uninvited opinion sharing. I can't help it. I'm white. It's my nature, I guess. Check privilege. Learn whether you're special or just lucky? What? Get curious. Vocalize your own ignorance. Oh, this is the thing she said schizophrenic about? It actually kind of is, isn't it? Oh, the only thing this is missing is the red yarn and thumbtacks connecting all the pictures. That's what this needs. Dude, this is embarrassing for everyone involved. Imagine being Vancouver and you're like, we gave the art gallery $39 million. What'd they come up with? Well, sir, all they did was get drunk, cut a bunch of pages out of magazines, and tack it to the wall. And used a Sharpie to write things. Man. How Aryan are you? And what is this, like, Hillary Clinton? It's like, got a Hillary Clinton haircut with a Chad beard on it. What is this animation here? I really don't know what's going on. I really want to see. Here we go. Tells you who you look like, huh? That's nifty. An incomplete timeline of the circumstances that influence the emergence and evolution of white racial identity. I would just like to say, as a white man, if I'm not allowed to talk about black things, you're not allowed to talk about white stuff. All right? Shut up. Again, I want to go to this and see which Nazi leader I most look like. Good times. Good times. Moving on. This whole thing from Vancouver ended, the timeline ends with the January 6th insurrection. So apparently that's like the culmination of all evil whiteness in the world was January 6th. The darkest day, apparently not just in American history, but in world history, according to the Vancouver Art Gallery. And that must be true, because that is the only thing that can explain what I'm about to show you, that this was the worst thing that ever happened in human history. Because why on earth would there still be news reports about the FBI hunting down and capturing people from January 6th? Now, they're doing it, it's still happening. It's November 2023, and they're still doing this. Jeez.
Have swarmed a location that's in Middlesex.
There, start over.
Enforcement officials have swarmed a location that's in Middlesex County, and they're searching for a man wanted in connection to the January 6th attack at the U.S. Capitol. Tom Zweier in Chopper 4, as you see live over the scene. Tom, what can you tell us about this?
All right, as you mentioned, Adam, the FBI was executing a warrant here, 131 Main Street in Helmetta, New Jersey, earlier this morning. Now, they're looking for Gregory Yetman, who was...
They got the freaking news crews. They've got all the... I mean, it's like they're like, hey, we need to capture another grandma who was at the Capitol on January 6th. We better do a rollout like we're going into fucking Waco. What? Okay. Sure. Nailing it, you guys. Just nailing it.
Involved in the January 6th incident at the Capitol. He fled the area. They were searching this home earlier this morning.
He fled the area. Run, man. Run. You can do it. These guys are incompetent. Run away.
Video of that was shot earlier this morning, where it was an intense search, not just of this building, the main building, but also some of the sheds out in the back. So they were really patrolling the whole property, looking for the suspect. Yet to find that suspect. And again, the FBI is asking that if you know anything about the location of Gregory Yetman, please call the FBI field office in Newark at 973.
Well, here's the thing, FBI. No. I don't know where Gregory is, but even if I did, you better believe you wouldn't be hearing about it from me. But here, they said it was intense, you know, like what they were doing. Look at this. Look at this. What a world. What a clown show.
We're really patrolling the whole property, looking for the suspect. Yet to find that suspect. And again, the FBI is asking that if you know anything about the location of Gregory Yetman, please call the FBI field office in Newark at 973-792-3000. And live in Middlesex County, Tom Zweier, Chapter 4. Adam, back to you.
Okay, yeah, we see that tactical team armed there going in to search a shed in Middlesex County. Tom Zweier over the scene in Chopper 4. Thank you, Tom. We'll keep people posted.
We're really patrolling...
Clowns. Absolute clowns. Long live Gregory. May the legend of Gregory live on. Get out of here, damn Fed boys. Honestly, it's November 2023. They're still doing this? Anyway, to further expand upon the absolute, timeline and takeover of whiteness and white supremacy and how we're the white people, man, it's the white people, the white people, the white people. Let's see what the white people think. Here is a clip from one of those things like Jubilee or Vice or whatever, where they ask people questions and then they have to go stand somewhere and answer. So the question is, or the statement is, do you agree with this statement? I am proud to be white. So let's see what the white people say, because white people are just awful. And they're just the supremacy and the blah, 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 blah. Let's see what the white people have to say. I'm willing to bet it's going to be depressing.
Proud to be white. 3, 2, 1.
Just be in the middle.
Yeah. Can there be a middle?
All right.
Gotta pick a side. Pick a side. I don't know which side to pick. Don't hate me, guys.
I almost went there too. It's like
I think
so
like
hard.
guiltily, like I'm like happy that I'm not oppressed, but I'm not proud of like things people have done in the past.
When I think of being proud of something, I think of something I worked for, or that I had to do nothing to be white.
Now, fair enough, my brother, my white brother from another mother. But do you think this guy holds that same energy about being proud to be black? If somebody were to say, I am proud of being black, do you think this guy would go, well, that's stupid? Why? You didn't do anything to be black. It's an immutable characteristic. That's stupid. No, he wouldn't. He would not say that. He would say, well, of course. Of course, my black friend. Let me bow before you. Need your shoes shined? I guarantee you he would not feel that same way. And I see in the chat we have a super chat. Thank you, Vic. We can take a short intermission from the ridiculous... Oh, there it goes. And man, that audio was blasting. But yeah, we can take a break from the absurdity of whatever new hell is happening for the super chat jukebox. Let's see if it'll actually work. It's a weird day, you know. It's Saturday. I'm usually doing this on Friday. It's all out of sync. Let's see.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I couldn't have played a better clip. Thank you, Alex Jones. All right, back to this guy who says, yeah, I don't even see why you should be proud to be white. It's just an immutable character. I mean, I didn't do anything to be white. I don't think he would feel that same way if somebody said they were proud to be black. I'm just looking for a little consistency here. A little consistency.
Absolutely nothing, and nothing was taken from me because I was white.
It's like saying, I'm a proud...
See, he threw that little caveat in there at the end. That's his way to say that other races can be proud to be their races, because he didn't have anything taken from him for being white. So if you had something taken from you, then you can be proud to be your whatever race you are, I suppose.
proud white person is a completely different saying than saying I'm a proud black person. Because when you hear I'm a proud black person, I think empowerment, I think strength, I think courage, I think, you know, all these amazing things that the black community has done and accomplished throughout the years. But then when you say I'm a proud white person, already there's so much like hate involved in that.
I love this kind of logic because she feels like, oh. Second super chat of the night. Thank you. Noor, yes. Who says, I'm proud to be half white. Well, half proud to be half white. It's a tricky thing to navigate, my man. Super chat jukebox. Away.
COVID, you take the shot. They don't oppose the beast. They don't oppose the monster. They get on their knees to it and then say, I'll help you get those others to eat me last.
Beautiful. I definitely think about 85% of my super chat jukebox is Alex Jones related. It wasn't intentional, but I'm okay with it. But yeah, everything that woman just said was stupid. It's basically what I was about to rant on. Because it's completely illogical. It is. So what you're saying is, everyone here is basically claiming you can't say I'm proud to be white, but you can say I'm proud to be black. And you go, okay, well, explain that to me. Well, I feel bad when I hear the term I'm proud to be white. I don't feel bad when I hear the term I'm proud to be black. That is not an explanation. All you're doing is saying, well, listen, I'm kind of retarded. And I let my emotions rule me, and I don't have a functioning brain. Because if you're going to throw that stupid crap out there about, well, white people never done anything good, you know, it's all bad stuff. Well, then you're a liar, and I'm not going to waste time talking to you because that's obviously not true. And then I think of all the great things black people have done. Really? Really? And you're saying those outweigh... I can't go down this road. I'll get in trouble. This isn't Twitter where I can just say whatever I want. It doesn't make sense. That's all I'm saying. It's completely illogical. It's moronic on every level.
About that is like how you said, someone who says I'm proud to be black, that's empowerment. Why aren't I allowed to be proud to be white? What makes it wrong? Uh-oh. We got a free thinker in the group. They're all gonna pounce and yell. I love how the caption already said you haven't been oppressed. See, that's what that poor white guy at the beginning, he was setting that up. He was saying the right things at first about how you shouldn't be proud of something that's just an immutable characteristic because what difference does it make? You didn't do anything to earn it. Unless something is taken away from you because of it. That's the out that he was leaving himself and everyone else. Because now when someone agrees with him by saying, yeah, I mean, if they can do it, shouldn't I be allowed to do it? Or if it's stupid, then no one should do it. It can't work though because we have a different set of rules here. The rules are when you say white, I feel bad and my tummy hurts. When you say black, I want to jump up and down and clap and go, yay! Good job, Blackie! Yay! Huh? What? What's going on? Are we on Twitter? Crap.
Yeah, what are you proud of? Just your skin color? Because yes, that is wrong.
So you're saying I can't be proud to be white because I don't have a culture?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's that when white people say they're proud to be white, a lot of times, at least in my opinion, they're talking about their skin color, that they're not a different race.
What? How does he square that with I'm proud to be black? Because he said it's okay to say you're allowed to be proud to be black. I would really like to hear him. Or is he going to end up saying, and that's why black people should stop saying it too? I could respect that. At least it's intellectually consistent.
Yes, that is wrong.
So you're saying I can't be proud to be white because I don't have a culture?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's that when white people say they're proud to be white, a lot of times, at least in my opinion, they're talking about their skin color, that they're not a different race. I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
But as like we were talking about, as a proud black person, they've been oppressed, that a lot of their culture was stolen from them. And a lot of reasons that I don't like proud to be white is because it has, the Nazis used it, the KKK used it. I don't want to be associated with any of those things.
How much do you want to bet? This guy has a degree. Maybe more than one. And this is the kind of drivel coming out of his face. Because everything he says when he's talking about why saying I'm proud to be white is stupid, you go, okay, I can tentatively agree with you on that. only if you apply it to all races. If you say that it's stupid to be proud of your race, then it would have to be all races. But he's not saying that. He says something that's logical, but then completely throws it out the window with this ass backwards logic that, well, except when black people do it, then it's okay because they've been oppressed. Get out of here, you ginger freak. You're right. Gingers have nothing to be proud of. Go home. Soulless automaton. Well, I guess some gingers are okay. Maybe sometimes. But then some of them are like Carrot Top, and that's just not cool. Okay, this guy isn't bad because he's a ginger. He's bad because he went to college, and he's an idiot. The ginger thing is just an unfortunate comorbidity. All right, moving on. Before we move on to this next segment, or I guess to set this up, set up the next segment. This clip, I'm going to let it play from start to finish. I've never seen anything out there that so perfectly illustrates what happens to a person who is weak-willed, soy boy type. What happens to them when they use TikTok. This guy, I bet you, was normal at one point. But he doesn't really have a strong center, a strong core. He was kind of raised in that moral relativism that has helped to destroy our country. And then he uses TikTok for a few months, and this is how he ends up. So this is your brain on TikTok if you are an absolute beta.
I've been thinking a lot about gender recently. So I recently realized that I'm autistic, as well as, a host of other letters and stuff. And I've generally been, fine with my gender. But at the same time, it's never really felt quite cozy to me. But TikTok thinks I'm trans for sure. I'm seeing just, so many amazing, beautiful trans people show up on my feed. And honestly, it's been really inspiring, and I've always been a supporter of trans rights and queer rights, and I guess I'm only recently coming to realize that there might also be my rights, and that I'm 31. I've always been more comfortable in groups of girls than groups of guys. Now, I've had lots of guy friends, but anyone I just meet as an acquaintance, I'm just so uncomfortable around men, but I don't know, women just feel more comfy. I've kind of almost become an
you have no idea how hard it is for me to bite my tongue through this.
Female groups, to the point where, they talk about different things if just a dude is there as opposed to just girls. And I've kind of been one of the girls before in that kind of situation, and that makes me feel nice and included. I still feel broken, but I would like to heal, and I'm looking towards healing and towards health. And I'm really scared for, I don't know, I'm scared of all the uncertainty. I just wish I could know the answers. I'm looking for clarity. I'm looking for all the information. I want to have all the information I possibly can before I make decisions on things, which leads me to being incredibly indecisive. So, especially with something as complicated as gender, I don't know.
I accidentally hit a button there. Wow. There is a lot to break down in that clip. almost as if there's really no point to even break it down. I mean, really, all you need to do to break this down is what I said at the beginning: is this is a weak man's brain on TikTok. I mean, that is embarrassing. I feel embarrassed for him. I mean, that is just... I hope this guy, his parents are dead, because damn. Can you imagine? You're just on social media one day and then you come across this clip that's gone viral and people are just saying, look at this clown, and it's your son and this is what he's talking about. I don't know how I could handle that. That would be brutal. So if his dad's dead, lucky him. If he's not, I feel bad for the guy. There's a lot going on. So given the way he's acting, he's probably like estranged. That would make more sense. What's up, Johnny? There's a Discord link in the description and in the pinned chat, I believe. Yes, there is. Okay. How long have we been going? Let's see. What's our run time? About an hour? Man, the links have... No, that can't be. It cannot be. I keep setting it up again, and then it keeps going down again, but it's supposed to be a lifetime link, man. Let's see. I'm gonna have to update it again. Oh, where the heck is it? I'm not very good at Discord, apparently, is what I've learned over the months. Let's just generate a new link. And I'll update it. Man, this is like the third or fourth time that's happened where I've had to update it. But when I go and look at my invite links, it always says that it's still valid. Well, anyway. Again, another link that's supposed to not ever expire, but we'll see. And thank you, Noor, for the second super chat. Yeah, I don't understand. For some reason, TikTok has chosen autism and saying it genuinely. Like they say, I've discovered that I have autism, or I'm kind of autistic. The right uses it too, but as a joke. No one actually thinks they're genuinely autistic. It's a joke. These people actually say that they are autistic. Like, realized I'm kind of autistic. Yeah, they don't. There's certainly mental issues, but most of the time, autism is not one of them, I don't think. All right, super chat jukebox.
A lot of people say the Republican Party is too extreme, too divisive, too controlled by one person. Ronald Reagan said, Mr. Gorbachev, tear this wall down. Today's Republicans say, tear down Mickey Mouse's house.
Beautiful. All right. I got off track looking at this Discord problem. Yeah, I don't know. It still says it's up. I don't know what the hell it is, but hopefully the new one works at least. I guess I'm too old. I'm too old, guys. All right, I was going to play a few more LGBT TikToks, but we have been going for an hour. It's about time to wrap it up. Normally, this would be going to the weekend pregame since I normally do the show on Friday. But we're already in the weekend, so it's a happy weekend game. That's how smart I am. Oh, where is it? No, where'd it go? Dang, I had some funny clips pulled up, but I seem to have lost it. Oh well. We'll end out the stream with one of the greatest cringe videos to come out of all of COVID, which is of course saying something because damn. This has been hitting the internet again. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the ones I was gonna play. I don't remember which stream it was that I brought this up, but lefties always do this thing where they do the high-pitched inhale breath when they're talking. Someone made a supercut of Corey Bush talking about Rashida Tlaib, where it just plays that. You know, like Harry Sisson does it. All the TikTok-y activists do it. What is this? Someone we need a study to be done on this because something is going on here. And I'm at a loss.
Black people, the insurrection, racism. Black people, the insurrection, racism. Black people, the insurrection, racism.
All right, we've watched it a few times now. That's enough. Dude, I'm telling you, what is with that? Why do they do that? It's very, very common. Like, most of them do it. I think on every single show that I've ever done, every single Friday stream, there is at least one person that I play who does that. What is the tie-in to leftism, the new modern progressive leftism in the United States? How is that causing this? You know, if the experts were serious and they weren't all just a bunch of clowns, this is what they'd be looking into. They'd be digging deep trying to find what has happened. Okay, on to the COVID cringe clip. One of the best COVID cringe clips to come out. We can all remember this fondly. And maybe it'll help you cleanse your palate after all the absurdity from tonight's stream. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, turn the sound on.
Dr. Fauci, give us vaccines. Help all the people who have been quarantined. We'll wear our masks and we'll have to stay distant. We'll wash our hands and we'll be more resistant. Fauci, yes? Promise us, please. We'll have a cure that can fight off this disease. Restrictions will lift with some ease. Dr. Fauci, don't forget me.
Now, I don't know if this is actually a troll or not. Because if it is, that's deep undercover. I mean, that's well done. And those are the best kind of trolls. The ones where you can't quite tell. But if it is a troll, don't tell me. because I'm happier living in a world knowing where this happened. Oh man. Yeah, if you ever wanted if you ever wanted to have a way to convince a friend who's considering getting the COVID vaccine and how to get them to not do it, send them this clip and say, "You want to be on this guy's team? This is what you want to be? You want to be this guy?" It's something else, I gotta tell you. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out. My name is Swamp. Make sure you liked the stream if you have not. Check out the new merch, the Christmas merch. And my new favorite piece of merch, Meme Wars 2 Jan 6 Boogaloo. The poster. The movie poster. And the Christmas stuff. Yeah, you can get some Christmas stuff if you're into that. If you're into that sort of thing. All right, everyone. My name is Swamp. Have a great weekend. I'll see you at church tomorrow. Stay wicked, my friends. I'll see you guys next time.